Muss die Aufnahme wieder anmachen. Ich habe jetzt nochmal umgeskillt.
It's alive. It's alive. And it needs a name. I shall call you Lisa.
Grüner Daumen. Schön. Ja, sie ist gewachsen. Das ist ja schön. Wir brauchen nochmal 3 von denen. Und 2 haben wir mit Kopfschmerzen. Na, wir müssen die Leute erstmal heilen, sonst verrecken die uns hier. Gehen die Bezirke alle im Bach runter. Also wir werden wahrscheinlich nicht mehr das beste Ende bekommen. Das ist, denke ich mal, mittlerweile ausgeschlossen. Ja, wir sind trotzdem bei 29 geblieben. Mal gucken, ob wir jetzt mit den Fähigkeiten besser zurechtkommen. Die ist wieder gesund. Er ist erschöpft. Das Problem ist, hätten wir jetzt 20 in den Vampir verwandelt. Bin mir nicht so sicher, ob das so eine gute Idee gewesen wäre. Dann wäre das Ding hier wahrscheinlich komplett in den Chaos gestürzt. So, wir skippen das wieder. Ja, hier hast du eine Medizin und Tschüss. So, noch jemand? Ah, er auch hier. So, den haben wir auch. Die erholt sich. Die haben beide nix. Eine Typ müsste aber noch was haben hier. Genau, die haben ja noch Kopfschmerzen.
Do you... And... Goodbye, Mr. And... Do you... Goodbye.
So, war das jetzt alles? Ne, einer fehlt noch.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous.
Then, thank you for your time.
So, guck mal, wen haben wir denn jetzt sonst noch? BB Togo. Da ist alles geblieben. Da ist alles geblieben. Und jetzt nur noch die. Er hat aber auch nicht viel verpasst. Wir haben jetzt nur noch mal umgeskillt. Und müssen jetzt erstmal die ganzen Leute heilen. Ich muss jetzt erstmal gucken. Ne, ich muss in die andere Richtung. Wir müssen hier in diesem Bereich. Wir können aber erst nochmal Richtung Friedhof gehen. Und, wie ist es ausgegangen? Jetzt komme ich hier nicht mehr durch. Ach, da kann ich gar nicht durch. Ich bin übrigens falsch gelaufen. Von wie vielen? nur 2000 Spieler. Dann ist er 23 gar nicht so schlecht. Also ich würde jetzt sagen, wenn es jetzt 2000 Leute waren, ist Platz 23 echt ein gutes Ergebnis. Weil ich kenne mich jetzt nicht so damit aus, so wie du, aber ich würde jetzt einfach drauf tippen. Und wie viele jetzt hier einfach rumlaufen, ne? Und dann so extrem stark. Und ich muss mal die Flaschen hier wieder tauschen. Hier, was ist das? Lebensregeneration. Das andere machen wir als Ausdauer mal rein. Ja, tu mal, was meinst du? Ist das was für dich? Also es ist schon auf normal sehr schwer, finde ich. Und wie die einfach mal alle 34 sind.
I
said stay away, sir.
Meine Güte, das Spiel will mich aber auch jetzt gerade mobben, ne? Junge, ey, ich drück die ganze Zeit und er macht gar nichts.
Crush the leaves, boys. Steady, boys. We've got one of them.
Als ob er mich jetzt erwischt hätte. Boah, ich kann mich nicht mehr heilen, Alter. Boah, stirb doch mal endlich. Meine Fresse. Da kannst du auch echt übertreiben mit den Leveln.
I have this thirst for blood. It's locked, all right.
Ich sehe es. Es ist alles verschlossen. Du findest einfach nichts. Deine Gegner sind plötzlich so overpowered. Vor allem, wer ist bis dahin bitte 34? Also die Videos, die ich jetzt gesehen habe, wegen ein paar Sachen, wo ich mal nachgeschaut habe, wie ich das machen muss, sind sogar noch schlechter vom Level als wir jetzt aktuell. Also schon echt hart. Aber ich bin mir nicht mal sicher, ob ich hier richtig laufe.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Ja, ich weiß, du kannst es nicht glauben, dass du es tust es aber trotzdem. Er steht da oben. Wie komme ich denn jetzt da hoch? Muss ich jetzt nochmal gegen McCullen kämpfen?
I have this thirst for blood. Good evening, vampire hunter.
Are you here to end me, Leech? You'll find I will not be killed easily.
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why would you... You found Marshall's memoirs. I should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
It is within me to take your words as truth. I want to, but I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
A creature called a disaster is about to be unleashed. It falls upon me, as once it did Marshall, to stop it before the whole country is ravaged.
I should have destroyed that book. And yet, I wish I could join this battle alongside you. But this crusade is not mine to fight.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick, you will be damned, Dr. Reed.
Thank you. Can we speak more?
Indeed. Why not?
Why are you here?
The man who raised me after the brutal murder of my parents. He's buried here.
Were both your parents killed by vampires?
Yes. And yet worse. My father returned to Dublin a vampire and tore out my mother's throat.
And who was this man?
Carl Eldritch. One-time leader of Prewin. He killed my father in front of me. Helped me hunt my brother Ain after teaching me how to kill leeches.
What will the Guard of Priwen do now? Will you stop the Great Hunt?
Yes. But we shall continue to protect innocents from beasts like you and your red-headed friend.
How long have you known Lady Ashbury? Where is she? And what will you do to her?
We saw you meeting her, so of course we investigated. But she is gone. Our scouts reported she has sold some paintings and departed for an unknown destination.
Like me?
I am indebted to you for sparing me at Pembroke. But this won't always be the case. I'm no coward like those St. Paul's Stoll brothers.
Adieu, Vampire Hunter.
Until we meet again, Blood Drinker.
Ja, das erste hätten wir schon mal. Immerhin. Und wir müssen irgendwie diese Büchse der Pandora finden. Ich denke, das gibt auch nochmal gut EP.
Best stay back, sir.
35. Alter! So, ich hab dich doch in Ruhe gelassen. Warum greifst du mich denn an, ey? Hast du einen Arsch offen oder was? Selber schuld. Die Auswahl ist jetzt nicht wirklich groß, wo wir hergelaufen können, ne? Weil die haben alle so ein beschissenes Level. Also erst mal gucken, wo muss ich denn hin? Ungefähr richtig. Und steht irgendwas im Text wegen der Büchse der Pandora? Warte, wo habe ich es denn jetzt? Weil die sind, glaube ich, alle tot, ne? Ja, sind alle weg. Die ganzen Stützen sind tot. Ja, dann müssen wir gleich gucken, wo das ist mit der Büchse der Pandora. Aber wir sind nämlich gleich da.
Its effectiveness
Ach nee, warte mal, ich glaube, jetzt laufe ich falsch, ne? Boah, ich kriege einen Anfall mit dieser scheiß Karte einfach. Ah, ich glaube, ich komme von hinten gar nicht mehr rein, ne? Das ist, glaube ich, abgeschlossen, glaube ich, ne? Und wir waren ja jetzt das letzte Mal da. Wir gucken mal, ob das jetzt wieder geht. Ah, ist offen. Dann muss ich mal googeln, was das oder wo der ist, der Schlüssel. Echt, hier sind sogar noch welche? Yo. Auch wieder respawned, hundertprozentig. Ach komm, was bevor ich den jetzt suche. Also anscheinend soll die irgendein Typ droppen, oder? Wir haben den Schlüssel schon übersehen. Geiser.
Now open the box.
Warum haben wir die vorher nicht gefunden? Da waren die vorher einfach nicht da. Natürlich auch möglich.
I really don't know if I should read this.
Alter, so viel Text, ne?
I can't believe it. Return later.
Was will er later? Oh, muss jetzt explodieren, Troller, ganz ehrlich, ey. Nervig, diese Gegner manchmal. Ja, Junge, da macht keiner auf, da kannst du 5-mal klopfen, da ist keiner da. Doch gar nicht sowas.
Do you... Goodbye for now, Mr.
Hello again.
Ja, dich wollte ich doch gar nicht. Ich wollte deinen Bruder. Nein, ich schon wieder.
Good. Do you need...
Ach, scheiße, habe ich nicht dabei.
I will see you... Goodbye, Mr. Bacon.
Habe ich irgendwo einen Unterschlupf? Ja, habe ich. Erkältung brauche ich. Ja, 6 von 5. Kann halt überhaupt nichts herstellen. Das ist richtig doof.
Do you need... I said... Goodbye, Mr. Bacon.
So, den habe ich. Wie sieht das jetzt hier aus? Baker habe ich. Hier haben wir noch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Den müssen wir auch noch hin. Ich hoffe, das lohnt sich wenigstens, dieses blöde Buch zurückzubringen.
Many signs to interpret. Good evening, Jonathan Reed. Can I help you in any way?
Tell me the truth, Usher. Are you a vampire?
By the stole, you really thought you could force Usher Talltree to yield to your little mind tricks like an oblivious mortal?
So, are you or are you not a vampire?
As a brilliant man once said, to be unambiguous can only be to one's own detriment.
Why can't I force you to answer me then?
I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole. It comes with certain advantages, like accessing the greatest library in the country and avoiding answering certain questions.
I found your notebook. The one the guard of Prewen stole from you.
And you brought it back to me. That's excellent news, Jonathan. Were you able to keep yourself from reading it?
No.
Ah, the oldest temptation of all. If Pandora herself did not pass the test, I suppose I should not blame you for your curiosity.
So you're not angry with me?
Why should I be? To live is to make choices, Jonathan. And you made yours. Now give it to me, please.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. Cards never lie, but they are never easy to read.
Dr. Reed.
What are you investigating?
Well, what?
I don't... Do you need...
Thank.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Carolyn, my dear doctor.
Do you need my medical attention, Miss Price?
Oh yes, I feel so oppressed.
I'm just doing my job.
Perhaps. But I have always been grateful for your concern, you know.
Goodbye for now.
Dr. Reed, I am glad.
Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a drop.
Oh, die ist ja wieder zurück.
Good evening, Miss Teasdale. How have you been since you returned home?
Dr. Reed. Oh, thank God you returned safely from these awful streets. I was so worried about my father that I left without thanking you properly.
Please don't mention it, miss.
Good. I found him, you know. My dad. Or what was left of him. I think my abductor intended to do the same thing to me.
What do you do for a living, Miss Teasdale?
Before my kidnapping, I was a waitress in a pub. Now I'm unemployed.
Were you fired?
No. It's just that after my recent experience, I don't feel like I can go back to my normal life. I need to do something useful.
Be very careful, Miss Teasdale. You were lucky to escape death once, but vampires lurk everywhere.
You killed my kidnapper by yourself, didn't you? No offense, Doctor, but you're just a doctor. I don't see why I couldn't do the same.
What do you intend to do?
Dad always told me, Louise, if you want something, don't stop until you have it. I did my research and I found it. Ichabod Throgmorton, professional vampire hunter. I'll be his apprentice.
What can you tell me about this area?
I've never really liked this part of town. It was where my father wanted to live. I won't remain here much longer.
What exactly don't you like about it?
People here are contemptuous and elitist. My dad always said, Louise, always treat people like you want them to treat you.
You seem to cherish your father a great deal.
Dad was the best. He kept an eye on me, but let me make my own mistakes. Louise used to say, mistakes are the best teacher. You would have liked him.
I'm sorry you didn't have the opportunity to say goodbye.
That's all right. He's buried in consecrated ground now. Nothing bad can happen to him.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Never heard of him.
Really? He's very well known in London, throughout the country even.
Are he a big shot or something? Never interested in politics myself. All words and no action.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale, and be careful. Until we meet again.
Why can't I forgive you, Father?
Don't let any strangers come into your house.
Women's right to vote.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Such a long time since I last went. Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
Calhoun, tell me about your relationship with Doris Fletcher.
Oh, Doris. Cold fire and burning ice trapped in a perfect body. Our passion was as intense as it was brief. What an actress.
How did you meet her?
On a boat to France before the war. She was thinking about a career in Paris, and I was eager to try French gastronomy. We both returned disappointed.
I expect you've seen her on stage, too.
She really is the best actress of her generation. Such frailty and such strength at the same time. I hope she'll play again soon. She's been away for too long.
You sound surprisingly sad. Have you regrets?
I think of her as a divine dish. I'm glad I was able to taste it, but I regret I could only get a bite of her mystery.
You really loved her then?
She fascinated me, Dr. Reed. I can't imagine what she must have endured through her life to reach such a level of emotion and sensibility.
So, did you try the restaurant I recommended?
Oh, yes. I can't thank you enough, my dear doctor. Exquisite, but expensive. But what is money made for, if not for little pleasures?
Don't you think your money could be better spent in these difficult times?
Your words hurt, Doctor. I thought you and I were friends. But since you ask, I'm rich enough to finance my passions. And various charities across the city.
Perhaps my words were too harsh. Please forgive me if I've upset you.
Oh, no harm done. After I die, all my fortune will go to the suffering people of the East End. Until then, I aspire to live the most pleasant life possible.
Do you need medical help? Goodbye, Mr.
Remember, don't let any stranger...
Good evening. Do you need... What? You need some...
Easy does it.
Bloody monster!
Only the first step. Support the equality between men and women. Women of all
I'm still persona non grata in the Ascalon.
You're mine!
If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave, I'll have to improvise. Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
What are you doing here, traitor? I shall smite you for this audacity.
I'm not here to bicker, Lord Redgrave. I can put an end to this epidemic, but I need your assistance to do so.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
This is more important than the club, you or me. This is London's last hope.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
If you manage to save this city, you'll prove yourself a veritable servant of the crown. So Godspeed, Dr. Reed. Our fate lies wholly in your hands.